got my guy Vic, like always, on the House of Fame podcast. Vic, we got a lot of history, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been around for a long time. As you know, you've been in this game before I've been in here.
We should make a book.
We should actually make a book or at least a documentary. You know what I'm saying? Nice. About like how we started and how this whole lifestyle has changed us and everything for the better. You know what I'm saying? We both live great lives due to the, income that we make and everything like that. We both run our own business. We both learned from each other. I learned a lot off of you, especially business-wise, credit-wise. You know what I'm saying? You learned a lot off of me, like more strategic-wise, the social skills part, But yeah, bro, tell me a little bit about everything. I know when you started, you were in that UFC world. We talked about it on the first podcast that I did, but let's explain it again and just so people get more in depth about it.
I started pretty much as security in a street club, almost like 18 years ago.
Yeah, like 18 years ago, bro.
So just when you're a fighter, you only train, and the only way you can make money is teaching people private classes or do like security or side jobs. So one of my students put me to street club when I was a minor. And that's how I started, and then I would never expect to be in this position I am right now. And then after that, when I met you, in that club was like pretty much my training camp.
Yeah.
We used to fight out there like 5-6 times a night.
Yeah. I'm gonna explain that a little bit, man. We did work in the club. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to tarnish anything, but we did work in this one strip club that was very violent. It had 2 different gangs. I'm not gonna say who the gangs are, but they were like battling every day. Me and Vic, we both got a shot at there. We both been in like big brawls there. It kind of molded us a lot. You know what I'm saying? To understand like the ins and outs. It kind of groomed us. I don't want to say through violence and everything like that because a lot of it had to do with like customer service, but when the violence occurred, we knew how to handle that because it happened so many times. Like it was like a twice a week thing, and it wasn't like little fights that you kick somebody out. It was like we get in a scuffle, we're fighting like 5 people, and the next thing you know, they're running outside and they're shooting.
Yeah. It's to be a rumble.
Yeah. We've been through quite a battle, and that's where I met Vic. At that time, me and Vic, we spoke very briefly because Vic was like, he was really doing his, you were doing your UFC fighting, and you would come like a little bit after the scheduled time for us to work. So you would come like, I don't know, like half of the shift. You come half of the shift after you do your training and everything like that, and then after that, you would come and work with us and stuff. So, like I said, I saw you bringing in clients before I even started, like a couple years before I was even in the game. I remember I was seeing you when, actually I used to work at Live as well. And I remember that's when I saw you like bringing in clients. I'm like, yo, how the hell you came from this club and now you bringing in these clients,
Because the thing is, working at a street club, right? I like it, but then I put myself in a lot of situations, shootings, stuff like that. So I got to a point, my BM, the mother of my daughter, she told me, yo, you gotta get out of the lifestyle. I know you love that, hanging out with those people, but you have to move from there, You can. Because you got 2 choices. You went down, be in prison there. So keep doing what you're doing. You got talent. Stop messing with those people.
Yeah.
So I got to a point like I tried to get out from there and move to South Beach in the clubs. And then after that, one of my students helped me as well. Cause I used to teach jiu-jitsu and judo in my gym. He offered me last minute. He said, hey, listen, I got a client, it's Mark Anthony. He's moving here. I need your help, blah, blah, blah. So he put me on there. So I started working there. I started learning from him, and then little by little, started to be like, I like it. Let me be the best on this. So that's what I incorporate different training, skills, shooting weapons, disabled weapons. Incorporate my ground game in this business. Because in this business, sometimes you get excited, you want to hurt people, but then you realize that a lot of stuff come behind.
Yep.
So you gotta know how to use it the right way.
Yeah.
So I started to be like learning, from the bottom. In my mind, people told me like, oh, you've been doing this for a minute, But at the end of the day, I'm always keep humble, still learning. Because in life you think like, I'm already that person, you never grow up. So I still learning, and even be doing this business almost 20 years, I still believe like there's more room to learn. And from there, started doing bodyguard, started getting my license, all the stuff, and then I started working in nightclubs in South Beach as well, back and forth. And that's what a client started just come my way, like, hey, I need you. Can you drive my car? Because I like the way you move. I will see you always on point, blah, blah, blah. So that's how I started. And little by little, started bring clients to the different clubs, started seeing me, and started working for different companies, and started incorporating more training to my business. I'm a person that means to learn, and little by little starting to go those courses, EP courses, like how to driving, tactical driving, shooting from the car, all that stuff.
You know what's crazy? I just thought about it, man. You remember when we first? Well, I remember. You probably didn't even remember this. I remember we were sitting and we were in Hialeah, and we were at this. I don't know what Spanish restaurant we were at, dog. And we were sitting there on our laptops, setting up our LLCs for our company. That's crazy. That's how far back it come, and it came from doing that, and that was just a fraction of what we had to do because obviously we had to get a lot more license. Other than that too as well, we had to get all the other licenses, insurance. Insurance was the hardest damn thing to get because due to the lifestyle, as far as the type of clients that we have, when you tell the insurance company of what you're doing, they were rejected. Yep. So, that was the part that was hard. You really had to do some shopping around, and then once they realize it, bro, they're gonna hit you over the head every month. Because the insurance that I have, man, I dread it every month. I dread it because I'm like, damn, I'm paying like another car note. Yeah, because just to insure myself, my company, my vehicle.
And especially when you got people under you.
And when you got people under you,
it's
more expensive. So, the more money that you make, and you get, especially when you get venues. Now, when you get a club, that's when you hit another ball game. When if you have a security team that's working a club venue, it's a little bit more tougher because insurance goes skyrocket, especially if it's a club that had past history problems.
But it's good to have it because a lot of people be like, oh, why, maybe you heard that. You don't need to do this and that. Why you pay so much for this and that? But when you got the real clients, the clients like they pay good. Yeah. They ask for the requirements.
They're gonna ask you that. Yeah. They're gonna ask the clients that I've had. The clients that I've had now, they all ask for that. Like I said, I'm not sitting there to throw shade on certain clients. Like, I don't want to say rappers or artists like that. But a lot of them don't ask for those type of things. They just ask for the base requirements of your firearms permit or your concealed, your CCW, whatever. But when you start hitting calibers of executive guys, they in their aspect of how they're presenting themselves, they're insured on their part. They want to have the same thing as well. So they're going to have you come with all those documents. So, a lot of these guys have to be really careful. You got to know what you're getting into as far as if you're getting this client, you got to see if you're at that level to be able to take care of that client insurance-wise. Because a lot of these guys, they'll have these high-end clients and they'll be just running off of, I don't want to say off of finesse, dog, but I've seen a lot of guys that get into a situation and they don't have that type of proper insurance to back it up, and then they're fucked.
The thing is, I got a client, right? Mm-hmm. This client, I'm blessed with this client because he paid good. So he told me, I need this and this for you. Okay, the first time I got a client who required me all those, also background for each of my guys. So and then I realized, he told me, the reason I check everything, because before you, I used to have a guard in Atlanta, and that guy, he told me, got a company, got a this, got a that. Short story, they got in this situation, and that guy don't got nothing.
Yeah, no license, no nothing?
Nothing. That's like a lot of guards out here in Florida, they has.
Yeah,
Because I know a lot of those.
I do too.
And got to a point that guy got to call the lawyer, he almost got arrested, and that guy's a billionaire client. So the guy after that told me that.
So he took a loss.
Yeah, but the fact he got a good lawyer, he said, I was clear, but they'll teach me a lesson to don't believe people by the mouth.
Oh, no. So, no, not at all. And, people are going to actually check they're going to, as far as checking your background, they're going to check that too as well. But now the new thing is they're going to check your Instagram.
Yeah.
So, be careful on how you're doing your post on
you put it
Instagram.
out there.
Yeah, don't just go off posting like a lot of you guys are posting these Kodak pictures, like these Kodak shots. Say cheese, you know what I'm saying, with their clients, or they're walking with their client, they're recording themselves walking with their client, bro. It's just crazy.
A lot of guys, they do this for a clout, you know? Me, I do it as a business. I look this as a business. My job is take you from point A to point B,
Yeah.
you know? I make sure it's nothing happen to you, and my job is to go home safe with my kids. I take this like super serious. I've been in a couple situations which open my eyes to be like, this job is not for everybody.
Nope.
You know? Because I've been with guards, they talk about this, about that, about the life, blah, blah, blah. And then when I win the real situations, they got froze. They got froze, you know?
I'm gonna tell you a story about that. Not gonna say any names or anything like that, but I did have that type of situation where I had a guard that was, he had to. Basically, I had a residence. I had a residency that I provided a guard 24 hours. One of my best accounts. One of my best accounts. I mean, it's 24 hours. So that was just money around the clock. Now, the guard that I did have on there, like I said, sometimes, he had the credentials and everything like that. But when he put himself on social media, he was portraying a certain way that he wasn't really what he was, like, for his experience. Because now, mind you, he had all the equipment, all the components, everything. He even had a cam. Which that was his biggest downfall was the actual cam he had on his chest. Now, a situation happened. He was parked in the driveway in his truck or whatever the case is, and the bad guys, we'll just say the bad guys, they came, they pulled up. They didn't see him because his car was tinted. His vehicle was tinted, really dark. So they pulled up thinking nobody was there at that. Came out of there, went across the street, broke into the house, had the crowbar and everything out. From what it looked like on the cam, looked like he was sitting there, like he witnessed it. I don't know. They just say, I don't know if he was asleep. We don't know. But anyways, they went over there, and then like next thing you know, he got out the car and he froze. He paused. He didn't know what to do. He just froze. And the thing is, we were able to go back and look at the cam, and we saw the whole thing. We're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was telling people, I spoke on this on one of my topics as far as what type of guards that I go for. I do go for like three. Mostly I go for like three criteria. I go for military, which military, there's a lot of things that you can't teach that military already has, that's instilled in them. Law enforcement, great social skills, really good at de-escalating situations, and then fighters. You know what I'm saying? Those are the three ones I always main for. Now, it's a 50% chance you're not going to get those, because those are really, either those guys are still in the military or they're in still in law enforcement, and the fighters you can get to as well. But those are the most special ones, I think, to get.
Thanks.
But those are the ones you got to really go searching for. Though you're not going to just find those walking around.
It's hard, but it's worth it, because you know my guys.
Yeah.
All my guys right now, all militaries. I got 3 Rangers Airborne. I got 2 Marine snipers, 1 civilian, 2 law enforcement, 1 detective for North Miami, and also 3 fighters and some regulars. The regulars, I put it more for venues event.
Yep.
Little by little.
Yep.
When they show me they're ready about it, I throw him out. In the meantime, I keep it to those group. Why? Because after I've been in that situation, I learned. I don't care that guy's 6'5", and like you say, all tactical stuff. Because at the end of the day, I need to go home. My job is to protect the client and make sure to have somebody who protect my back.
Yep.
So that's why when you have militaries, fresh guys, they just get out from military.
They used to working like a team.
1, work as a team. Law enforcement fighters, they work as a team. So they don't worry about themselves. Second of all, they don't hesitate. They just move by emotion, reaction, They don't think about it. It's circulation, You know, like a fighter, you touch it, you punch. You know, Marines, militaries, you know, it's true. Military guy, something happened, they just react.
Yeah.
So you don't gotta tell it what's going on. When you turn around, you already know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just gotta teach them pretty much how to move as a team in the way you wanna be.
Yeah.
But that's easy with like in 3-4 details they catch that.
Yeah.
Because you know, me and you we worked together with the same client for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And me and you we don't talk. We just read each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that the one thing that I can definitely agree with you. Well, multiple things, but that one main thing that you just said, I can agree with you on as far as the movement. You know, when you are aligned and you guys know how to move correctly with the client, you guys don't need to talk. You guys know what to do just off of a look or just off of a movement with shoulder, whatever. You know what to do. That's where you can separate guys, because we've had guys that we've worked with. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. They were lost in the sauce. They didn't know what was going on. They was all over the place.
And they got mad.
And they got upset because we were moving more militant and tactical, and they didn't know how to adjust to it. So I advise a lot of these guys to, you know, far as having like some type of mentorship, to have somebody that can train them the right way and guide them to where to do that, because that's all it's going to take, bro. Like you can be the big guy and all that stuff, but if you don't know how to move, dog, all it takes is one time for your client to get touched. And if your client gets touched or attacked or whatever, you will lose all credibility.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you can recover from that, because I've never seen anybody recover from that.
And then in this business, everybody want to be in there. Everyone want to try to be the best. So, which is good, because push you to train more, to move different, you know. And then, like you say, some guys, they don't have that. Some guys, they don't build for that. You know, they'll try it because they think, because, I want to look cool in IG, on TV, whatever. But they realize behind it's a lot of consequences, you know. Till they be in the position, they realize this job is not for everybody, you know.
Yeah, it's not. I do see a lot of people that's dressed the look and looks the part, but you can tell really in their eyes they're not really they're not really about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they're about fighting and all that stuff like that, but you can tell that, yo, if shit hits the fan, are you gonna freeze up? You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna be just lost? You know, you can tell when you work in this industry for a amount of years, you can tell who's gonna go the long run and who's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like I said, no, everybody is not for this. Everybody sees just the glitz and the glamour, especially on social media, because we make it look good, but they don't know about all the shit that we got to do in the backfield.
Especially those hours.
Those long hours. Listen, man, when I first got into this, look, bro, when I first got hired, my first day, I was sitting 10 to 12 hours outside of a client's hotel door, and that shit was hell. And actually, the first time I was out, like, first time I had to do that, I didn't even have a chair. Let's just get that straight. I didn't even have a damn chair. I was standing 10 to 12 hours outside their damn door. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that nobody's going to be coming to their door. They're in a fucking high-end hotel. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way they wanted it. So a lot of people, they think they can just skip the grind and go straight to the money and getting all the stuff. Like, dog, it took me a long time to get to where I'm at.
And talk about back then, we didn't make what we're making now.
Hell, no, bro.
You guys don't understand that.
No, they don't. They don't, bro. And I'm not even going to discuss numbers, but dog, listen. What I was getting paid just to get my foot through the door, that I had to sacrifice because I just needed to get my foot through the door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me taking that huge freaking loss of, I ain't gonna say loss, but that cut money-wise to get to where I'm at, to where I'm making now, bro, like, it was worth it. But now people think that they just supposed to step exactly where I'm at. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna work like that.
You have to earn that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work like that, bro, because people want to know and see what you've done. This game has a lot to do through word of mouth. A lot through word of mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? The resume is written on social media because social media is pretty much the new resume. I feel that's what it is. Yeah. Nobody wants to see a resume submitted through an email anymore. They want to see, like, okay, because anybody can write down what they did and may not have done it. You know what I'm saying? Unless they do their real thorough check, which a lot of people don't. People want to see, they're going to go and see your social media to see exactly what you've done. And that's what they do with mine. So they go and they look, okay, he does this and this. Okay, he has a link. Oh, he has a website. Let's see. Click his website. Oh, he's legit. He has all his licenses. Okay, he does this. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that plays a big part.
Yeah, social media helps a lot. You know, a lot of clients, sometimes they call me randomly. And then I'll be like, yes, sir. Yeah, I check your website.
See?
And I'm like, okay, thank you. You know, and after that, I told my guard, it's a new client. We gotta move like it's the last day we work with them, cause I try to lock that in, you know, and that's how you gotta do it. But like you say, you gotta be careful what you put out there. Me, I used to hate put stuff on social media. You know that.
Yeah.
You used to push me, though you have to put it. Till now, sometimes I be like, yo, Vic, you didn't put nothing in a couple weeks, and I have to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Because you have to be relevant in this business.
You gotta stay relevant. You gotta. It doesn't matter if you have a full-time client. You know, me and you are very fortunate we got full-time clients, which is really rare. But
It's a bless.
yeah, it's a blessing, and I'm thankful every day. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? But I work hard for mine. You know, and I still treat it like I can lose that shit the next day. I don't get relaxed. I don't lay off, you know.
That's the way to be like that. Never comfortable.
Yeah, I never get comfortable. I always act like this is my first day working with this person. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's always going to keep me relevant and employed. But yeah, bro, that's really an important thing. The social media world will get you far if you orchestrate it the right way, is making it your resume.
And also, like you say, never be comfortable in any type of aspect, like training-wise. You know, some guys.
Yeah.
they got,
okay.
You know, some guys, sometimes they be in the level, and they be like, oh, I made it. I don't got to train no more. I don't got to shoot no more. And then they got fat. They don't work out. You know, this business, I believe on this business, you have to be relevant 24/7, all the type of aspect. Your body, diet-wise, you know, working out, you know, shooting, self-defense. You know, we used to live in the same building for a couple of years.
Yeah, we did.
We used to train, you know, almost every day.
We used to train every day. We stayed, me and you stayed we stayed in the same condo. You were like a couple floors up, and we would link up at the lobby to go to the gym over there in Sunny Isles. Yeah. In Sunny Isles.
We used to do boxing.
We used to do boxing out in the yard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That helped me a lot, because I know that's more of your forte, but you being a pro fighter, which helped me a lot. And it showed me, because I noticed when we first started, I was so tight and tense. You know what I'm saying? My shoulders were tight. You know what I'm saying? And as we would practice more and more, shoulders start getting loose. We got to start getting back into that, by the way. And that's what I'm saying. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you can be training. You know, there's muscle memory there when you train, whatever you train in, whether it's in firearms or defensive tactics. If you have a grace period where you don't do it, you're still gonna get tight, and you know your body's gonna lock up and get tight again, because you got to keep it going, keep it loose. So even like if I'm shooting every day. Let's say I'm shooting every other day, and I go 2-3 weeks without shooting. When I come back, I'm gonna be off a little bit, because I you know what I'm saying?
The fifth bullet.
Yeah, the fifth bullet. Oh, okay, now we're back on. Okay, now I got it going. And that's the same thing far as training. You could be training every day, and then you take those 2-3 weeks off, maybe because you're out of town with a client, and then you come back and you're a little tight and all that stuff. And then as like maybe the end of the first or the second day, you're back to being loose again. Maybe third, I don't know.
The thing is, if you're not training or at least drilling, because sometimes I don't go spar every day. I spar at least once a week. Yeah. You know, I try to do at least 2 times a week drills, like a lot of drills, like, you know, memory technique. You know, how to control somebody in the right way to not hurt them, all this stuff. So those drills help me out, because, like my coach told me once, you can be a black belt, you know, in jiu-jitsu, but if you're not training, you will have that blue belt guy who train every day. And he will make you look like you're a blue belt, you know, because at the end of the day, hard work be talent, you know, which is true. Explain
to your fighting styles. Like you said, you're Brazilian jiu-jitsu and black belt, correct?
And judo black belt.
And then you
capoeira. I did capoeira, Muay Thai. Well, I started as a little kid, pretty much. I started first with taekwondo, because my dad is a taekwondo black belt, so he put me taekwondo, so I was 5 years old. Was cool, helped me a lot of footwork. That's why I'm a big guy, but you see me
move good,
super light.
Yeah.
Because that taekwondo helped me to have the footwork, you know. And then after that, they incorporate boxing. and I fell in love. And then after that, wrestling in high school. And then when I was 12, 13, enjoyed jiu-jitsu and judo. And I've been doing that since then. So, and then fight Muay Thai, amateur, and then pro MMA, you know. So, and after that, you know, moved to this business. And I still training because I'm passionate, you know. Me, I related everything as a fighter because that's how to teach me how to be, have the discipline I have and mentally never break down. Because, you know, in this business, sometimes you break down, you can be tired, client do something, or put in a position, you feel like I should be here, da da da. But me as a fighter helped me to not break down, you know, have no emotions, no feelings, and push myself always, and have like, be strong mentally. If I want something, go for it. And I believe this fighting teach me to be the person who I am. Even my coach told me once, like a month ago, I went to see him, because I put guards for the event they do like MMA events every 2 months. I put guards every 2 months. He told me, I'm proud of you because you was a great fighter, and now you're a great businessman because you bring the same mentality you have of training every day, be focused, you know, as a work in your business. I see you, and for me it was a big compliment, you know, because I look at my coaches like high level because they know me as I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So for me, help me because you know me, I'm very like, you know, tight.
We have a lot of we have a lot of similarities, though. We're very well structured. I do think that with any physical sport contact or whether it's football or any type of other sports, I feel like that does build a lot of structure. And then when you do it from a childhood age, it builds this mentality to where it just becomes a part of you. Because the same thing far as me, I've been playing football since I was 5 years old. It's nonstop all the way, every year, all the way till college, went through college and all that stuff. And unfortunately, it didn't get to the NFL level, but it definitely built this structure of a strong mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stick to the goal and stick to the plan. And it helps and it does build as far as being a team player and listening.
Yes.
Because, like, you know what I'm saying, you have a coach that teaches you, you listen, you take it in, whether, you know, you done with that round, you sit down on your corner and he's telling you what you're doing wrong, blah, 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 blah. Same thing as far as like when I'm playing football, when I was, you know, playing ball, you run your play, blah, blah, boom, you come back, you in the huddle, you're going over the play, which the next play is going to be. They may tell you like, hey, this person is getting loose on the side, blah, 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 blah. Or you go to the sideline, the coach is trying to coach you up, hey, you're letting up on the block, on the side or whatever. So like I said, it builds a lot of structure and listening and a lot of thinking skills and stuff too as well.
I agree with that, you know. And also now, and I'm talking about this business, the sport we do, I realize we're in the age now, you know, I'm 38, you know. You're 39, you know.
Yeah.
So now I realized for a couple of years ago, I love what I'm doing, but what is next? You know what I'm saying? So now that's why I incorporate business idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to live for this 50 years old doing this, you know.
Fuck no.
You know. So I believe everything I have for a reason. I'm a God believer. I believe in God, put with God first. I believe the fact he put me in this business, take me up for my career, and put me out here. Now I'm happy in the position I am because I'm available to have different business options, you know, and I'm doing good. Now my kids, they have the stuff I never had in my life, you know. And then also you got your business going on, and also you got another business going on, another ideas going on, and you learning because of the fact you are related with other high-end clients. You got to choose to just think as a guard or be a guard and then learn from people who be in different level like you, money-wise. So I realized be with those kind of high-end clients, just listen all those business.
Yeah.
Open myself I put myself in a position to invest in other stuff and grow up. And when you notice, you keep growing, keep growing, keep growing.
You keep growing, you keep
and
learning.
Then, keep learning. And then now you feel like, okay, I love this, what I'm doing, but now I got this option. So I believe this business is good, and I'm happy about it. And then now we're here, you know, like I feel like good, the fact I grew up hard, you know, you'll see how I'm coming from. You know, I didn't got a good childhood, but that teach me to be hungry.
Yeah, yeah.
Be hungry And then also being the sport teach me to have discipline.
Yeah.
And never break down. Because in this business, sometimes you want to break down because you got to pay a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think, I agree with that too as well, as far as, the lifestyle of how you grew up and stuff. Some people end up being a product of their own environment, as far as they'll go the bad route, but which you didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think it has a lot to do with you having a strong background of like a coach, that always kept you, I think with me, I'm not gonna even lie, bro. I came from a small town. You already know that. So I had a good upbringing, you know what I'm saying? But it was well structured and disciplined because my father was in Marine. So he had this structure on me that like, hey, you get up, you make your bed, clean this, do this before you step out of the room. Do this, you know what I'm saying? So it was a structure that I had to do, and it became just a mental part of me. So that carried me all the way through life, just the way he structured me, that militant way, that is still in me. You know what I'm saying? I can't take that away. And then now I'm noticing as my son, I'm waking up doing the same thing to him. You know, I'm structuring him a certain way. I'm like, damn, this is the same way my father was. And I used to be like, damn, I don't ever want to be like my father. I don't ever want to be like this strict, this and that. But it made me great, you know what I'm saying? And then I find myself automatically, not even forcing myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just automatically structuring my son the exact same way. Maybe not as aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Because I do spoil my kids, you know what I'm saying? But I'm structuring him to where, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to train you to be great. Like even like now he's in sports, he's playing football. Finally got him out of his mom's grasp so I can put him in tackle. So this is second year playing tackle. He did extremely well. The first year, he didn't even start. He barely played. Second year, he became a starter. You know what I'm saying? And what I did was, I'm very hard on my kids. So what I did was, my son when he first started, he was 10 years old, right? I put him on the 11-year-old team and let him get beat on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, because you know what I'm saying?
Your son is big, bro.
So, no. But when he got to his own age, like, he was already he was like, bro, I've been with the 11-year-olds getting beat down. They were bigger, this and that. It's now when I put him back to his grade, not his grade, but to his age, he became a monster. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good. That's good. You know what?
Yeah.
Just talking about it remind me when I used to train. Everybody got afraid or scared to get hit. Whoever say, "Oh no, you got hit," it's a lie. You know, especially when you're young. So I remember my coach when I was 16. He took it out from my mind. He was like, "Oh, why you always stop?" "Oh no, because he go too hard. He's too big. You know, normally I fight 155, 170. That guy fight heavyweight, light heavyweight, 205. It doesn't matter." So I got to a point. I remember he put me in a cage, and he was like, "You're good. I'm tired of you stopping, holding yourself. So you wanna go to church with me? I make you better, or you give up, or you quit her." So he put me in a cage that day.
Oh, I remember you.
And that dude put me like 5 different guys, 1 minute, go with this guy. Say, beat him up. He started beating him up, and me keep going. And another guy, big guys, and keep going. Got to a point, I was like, my coach said, "You got 3 more minutes. It's on you. You wanna fight, or you just wanna you quit? You can leave, but never come back." And that thing was like mentally like, I hate this guy, I hate my coach, but I realized he teach me that too, to don't be afraid no more. And that thing helped me because after starting training with those guys, when I was a teenager, big guys, you know, the strength, like men's strength, you realize like nobody can stop you. And then when you fight people your age, or
it's nothing.
You're nothing. And then when you hit people, you be like, damn, you hit so hard because you're used to train with big guys.
Yeah.
And that thing when you do with some of the best, because you know me, brother. I'm not scared of nobody.
I already know how you are, bro. I already know the tiger in your eyes, man. I know how you are.
Especially when somebody inspired touch me, because
Listen, this is the worst guy to. Sometimes this guy's the worst guy to train with. I've trained with this guy, and you fuck around and you catch him. If you catch him, which is rare, but if you catch him and he don't like that tap in the face, I don't know why, but some switch comes off, and I don't know. He think he's in the damn UFC ring still.
Cause
you gotta kind of bring him back to reality.
You touch my fat little bit.
Okay, bro. Hey, remember, we're sparring. We're not in the ring right now, you know. But that's just something that's just a part of you. You can't really cut that shit off.
I know. I try.
Yeah.
But I do good now. Because I've been sparring like last week with my guy, tried to help him up. He touched me, and I have gotta go drop him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yo, big chill, you're bigger than me."
Yeah.
My bad.
But I guess, bro, I think it is the same thing as far as Mike Tyson. Everybody think like, oh, Mike Tyson's crazy. Bro, he's been trained like that, like a machine for so long. That's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of him, bro. He's just a machine, a killing machine. You know what I'm saying?
But that's good.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah. And also, like you talk about your kid, it's good bring that discipline to your kids. Because you see my daughter, I've been training since 5 years old.
Yeah.
She don't like put videos no more outside, but you see my daughter how to hit that pads.
Oh yeah, man. I've watched your daughter like
Kicking those
really,
bags.
really
It's a little, yeah.
blossom in that fighting, you know, and like, she has some power.
She been kicking since 3 years old.
Yeah.
And you remember when they went to my house, she was like, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And she started to kick that bag like nothing, you know, until now. You know, because I like the instruction, the discipline. Because I believe like discipline is everything in this life. If you don't got no discipline, you can make it happen, you know. You have to have discipline goals in your life, because then you want to get caught up in the lifestyle and we are all the wrong people and they pull you up, and when you realize it's too late to get up, you know. And to get up from that situation, you have to be mentally strong and be like, no, I have to live for this, you know, which is, I live for my kids, you live for your kids.
Yeah.
So that helps us to pretty much to not do the wrong decision no more as adults, you know, pretty much.
Let me ask you a question. This may be a little bit off topic. Do you think, well, it's probably not off topic. You know the UFC, right? And the cage. No, not the cage, the
ring?
Knuckles, bare knuckles.
Okay.
Do you think the UFC fighters are more skilled than the bare knuckle? I feel like the bare knuckles are more like street fighters.
Yeah, so it's two different things.
Than the UFC, that they have these special skills as far as, and they always have at least two skills that they've learned, like two styles, like whether it's Muay Thai and boxing or Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or.
I got respect for bare knuckles guys
Oh yeah, me too, dog.
because I got respect for anybody who step in the cage.
Yeah.
Anybody who step in the cage, I got respect for it, because people say from outside, oh yeah, do this, do that, but when you're inside the cage with the lights on in the middle,
Yeah.
and you see a lot of people around you,
Yeah.
it's a different impression.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't know who's watching. Maybe you got your crush. You have somebody who don't like you.
Yeah.
He wants you to lose. You don't know the pressure, so you know there you have to. Me personally, I gotta die inside, you know. So to have that, you know, I respect that. So
Yeah.
bare knuckle is pretty much like a street fighter and hard.
Yeah.
Everybody who step in the bare knuckle fight pretty much is a guy who go hard, who wanna show like I can do it, and I respect that. But MMA fighter is more complete. Because bare knuckle, if we fight stand up, maybe you can be better.
Don't bring your
If
ass down.
we did hands only. But remember, MMA is more tools, you know? If I fight you and you're a great bare knuckle fighter, I don't want to change with hands on you. I want to chop those legs. And you know, I got a Muay Thai capoeira background. I would chop those legs, get to that point, when I see you in pain, I want to take you ass down, run and pound it, and when I'm tired, I put you to sleep. Because I got submissions, I got kicks, you know, I got elbows, you know, I got a lot of tools. You only have one tool, with your hands and your heart, you know? So I got respect for them, but if I fight somebody with knuckle, you know, like, remember, it's not just a hands on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to make you look good. I'm here to finish you.
Yeah.
You know?
The last, I went to the bare knuckle. Oh, who was fighting, bro? I can't remember, but it was in Tampa. I went there. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. I went to that fight. I can't remember who it was, man. It was good, bro. That was my first bare knuckle fight going to. You know what I'm saying? I watched them all on TV, but actually, like, being there in the arena, yeah, it was good, dog. It was really good.
And you know who can tell you this more? Palomino, who's, you know, Luis Palomino, he was a champion, 2 different divisions, still a champion, 1 division. He was my ex-teammate, my ex-roommate. We used to live together.
Palomino.
Luis Babu Palomino. That guy right there, you know, he can tell you, because he loved to change. That's the guy who pretty much, when he was my roommate, he tried to take my head off every day. But he teach me to never be afraid to exchange with somebody hand-wise. So he can tell you about bare knuckles is great. Who would ever love to, exchange, but MMA is more complete.
Yeah.
It's way more complete. But like I say, I got respect for anybody who step in a cage.
Oh,
It
yeah,
can be
yeah,
even kickboxing, whatever it is. Or just grappler. Whatever step in a cage, I got respect for it.
Yeah.
Because people can talk about it, but no.
But once can you go in there and actually stay up and go all 3 rounds or 3 or 4
Or
rounds
5 rounds
for 3 minutes?
Because I did title shot. I did 5 rounds, 25 minutes. That's not easy, and especially when you get a cut, bleeding. Keep going with it, and it's different.
And you spoke about like you at one point you were the number 1 in the state of Florida.
Yeah, it was a long time.
I mean, I'm just saying, but there was one point that you were.
At one point, number 1 in Florida, and I won 55, 145, and after that, I keep going. But the thing is, some situations happen in life, made me push to get out from there. When I got my daughter, it was kind of hard for her to be commitment because I got a kid and broke up with my wife, whatever. So, but I miss that. Me, sometimes I go to train, and and then after that, I got to take away 2 weeks because I feel like, damn, I love this so much. I want to keep doing it. And my coaches know me. Sometimes bother me like, man, you still got it, bro. Why not training more? Train every day. You can do at least 1 more fight. Nah, bro. So, because I know it's still me, but for me, it's like you have to be committed 100%. If you're not committed 100% for that sport, do something else.
Yeah, I think it still has that has a lot to do with the line of work that we're in too. It depends on the client that you have. If you got to be really, you got to really make a decision, with the type of clients that you get, because there are clients like be careful when what you ask for. It's like if you talking about I want a full-time client, this and that, because everybody said they want a full-time client, but are you committed to give yourself to that client whenever that client needs you? You know what I'm saying? Because full-time is full-time. It's not to where you waiting on a call. Not waiting on a call, but you waiting on to get a call to be made for you to work and stuff. No, bro, you on the clock. It don't matter what time it is, bro. If it's 3, 4, you have to be committed mentally for that. You know what I'm saying? Me, I am. That's what I do.
And the fact that client you have right now, the way he moves is perfect. Because we went through a situation. We with a client, full-time client. How many times you used to be 2, 3 in the morning? You're vague. Come on, bro.
Club.
You just go over there alone. Got somebody out. We gotta switch. Vague. Come on, bro. Do that. Damn, bro. 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. You got 20 minutes to get there.
Or sometimes you with your girl or with a girl.
Yeah.
And then you gotta call. Hey, listen, I need you here. We're going to a mall. I'm with a girl. I've been 20 minutes. You gotta leave that girl out.
Yeah. So
it's good. Had a full-time client, but
you gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand what comes with it. Yeah, what comes with it. Yeah, your life will be better. You'll have more stability, money-wise and stuff. But you gotta understand what comes with that. If you have a family, some people they're in their 20s and they don't really got. I ain't gonna say they ain't got nothing going on, but their schedule is free.
So
okay,
it's good.
But when you're, you got kids, you have things you gotta, really be picky on what full-time client that you really want and stuff. And I've had them all, different types. I've had ones that, like you just said, and the person I work with, it's the person I work with now is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
Can move crazy, like.
Yeah, it's amazing. But like, far as what do you think about the tour? You like tours?
Yes or no? I love tours because sometimes, to be honest, being the same lifestyle, you got tired. So I like to disconnect it. So when I go to tour, I forgot about everything. I check my kids, I check all the business, yes, but and when I'm on a tour, I'm on a tour.
Yeah.
It's like a boot camp for me. Yeah. Like mentally, I'm like prepared for the fight. When I love tours, but I like to do at least 2 tours a year, no more than that.
That's just a lot right there. Fuck. Because tours will last like 60 to now the ones I did.
No, back then used to be 3 months.
60 to 90 days.
Months,
that shit was crazy for me, dog. Like, so when I did tour, in the beginning, I love tours. In the beginning, because you haven't traveled the world like that yet.
Besides that, you pay that big check,
and you get those huge checks. whether if you're getting paid quarterly, or whatever. But the thing about that I enjoyed the most was the traveling, because at that time when I did my first tour, I had a huge tour when I first did it. And that's kind of how I got acquainted with a lot of people, a lot of bodyguards for being in that tour that I was on. That tour lasted 90 days. Yeah, 90 days every day. So it started in the U.S. and ended in Europe. So that was like when I kind of like really was able to see the world. But as years went and you're traveling the world, circle the world so many damn times, you're like, damn, bro, you start realizing they still ain't no place like home. I really want to be home. There was times like everybody like, oh, you going to Dubai? I want to go to Dubai. So I'm like, yo, I've been there like 4 or 5 times. I try to get somebody else to go. I'm like, you going to Paris? Yeah, I've been there like 6 times. Let's get somebody else to go. Get somebody else,
That long flight, especially when you...
The flights is crazy. Well, Dubai is the only one...
16 hours, 17
yeah,
hours.
but that one's a little bit comfortable.
Yeah,
it's comfortable because it's not a lot of, it's not, they don't pack everybody. They're what, they got a 2-story, two-story plane? Mm-hmm. A 2-story plane, so it's not like you're congested. You'll have a whole they'll have like a row of 5.
And they give you...
And you have it your whole row yourself.
And they give you my food. And
they feed you 3 times. And it's not snacks. It's like full course meals. Like you're really getting eggs and sausage and all that stuff. So, but all those other damn flights like Australia and all that shit like that was devastating. But Japan was crazy. Japan was crazy. When I went to Japan, I was not looking forward to that damn flight. That flight was insane.
Yeah, but the food in Japan is the best. Healthy.
Oh, once I got there, I was in love. Like Japan. The crazy thing about Japan, bro, when I got there, Japan looks exactly like those anime cartoons. No, I'm serious, dog. When you look at anime, you look at the way they're dressed, right? They dress like let's talk about the girls. They have these school type of button shirts, and then they'll have these little skirts and with these big ass black boots. And I always thought that was like a character on the shows. You go there, they're really fucking dressed like that. And then the whole city looked like a video game to me. Everything was like futuristic. So like when you go to the 7-Eleven there, it's like a video game when you check out. Like you hear like this Pokemon character, like as you're checking out, they're talking to you and shit. They don't even have the people working there. You go to this thing to check out. It's just different, bro. But everybody was nice. I went there, it was cold as hell. It was like misty cold, but the food was amazing.
What about UK? Remember when we went to UK?
What place we were at? Because we went to a lot of shit.
No,
Amsterdam? Wait, no.
We did a tour in UK for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Remember we went bouncing around UK? I like that way because at the first time...
Man, you love touring.
No.
You love touring, bro.
No, not anymore. I like now 2 times a year.
Yeah.
But I like that time because that time was the best tour when it was me and you and 2 more people.
Yeah.
Because that thing jumping from the stage.
Oh, man.
That thing was good because I got chank in my bag. They tried to chank in my bag. Remember when you upset, said, yo, what happened to your bag, Leo? Because remember that guy tried to pull the client, so they got to put him down.
Yeah.
So when that guy was like this, he ran behind me, he tried to chank me. So when I realized, he put my hoodie in the bag, and you said, yo, let's go get him. Don't worry about it already, we're good. But that adrenaline was good because I never be with a client at a time who threw himself from 2nd floor.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
And you be like, yo, Vic, we gotta go. What do you mean?
Yo.
And we gotta drop ourselves like a fucking firefighters.
Let me tell you something, bro.
And then when the guy will come back, we gotta claim back. Bro, I feel like we chased by the police.
Let me tell you like this. Those clients, those artists, or let's call them rock stars, because rock stars are the only ones that sit there and jump in them crowds like that. When you jump in those crowds, it's like you're fighting a current, a wave, like you're fighting waves.
You need to control your breath.
And you have to control your breathing. It doesn't matter how strong you are.
You're moving.
You're going to be moved.
Yeah.
Wherever how that crowd flows, you're going to move. The only thing is you have to do is just adjust. You have to just adjust to the flow. Like you got to move with the crowd and go through like little pockets that you may see open, because even though you may see a client like doing the what they call it? They're when they're climbing over the crowd, they're
waves.
Well, I don't know. When your client is going, like the crowd is carrying your client to the back or whatever.
fucking
one, they're not gonna carry your ass, so you got to go against it.
Yeah.
You have to find your way to get to your client, and that's the part where it's the workout. I remember the first. I remember the first time that we did that together, dog. I saw you didn't know that what you expect.
No, because I wasn't ready.
You jumped in with me, dog, and I remember, dog. I looked at you like, bro, you good? Because I think you were fighting the crowd because you didn't know at the point about how the crowd was. Yeah. And boy, I remember you was gassed. Everybody I worked with, because I remember when I first did it, was one time I was so gassed, bro. I could not, bro. The time he was done, I was praying like, bro. If I pray nothing goes down right now, because my knees and I'm so tired right now. But as you do it more and more, but dog, that shit breaks you down, bro.
Oh,
your body starts breaking down. When you're doing that night after night.
I did my last tour with different client. We did that. He told me, yo, I saw you with this client. You used to jump in the crowd. I want to do it.
Oh, hell.
And I was like, yeah, but, there was a couple years ago. I said, no, I want to do it. So we did it, the whole tour. And that thing, bro, I brought my guy from New York. Yeah. My guy never did it in his life.
Man, you got to teach him.
That guy, I teach him, like I say.
The first time he did it?
Yeah, move for the crowd, don't fight him. That dude, he get out like, bro, I'm dying. I can't breathe. I got to throw water on him. But the second time, he did perfect. And then we did the 40 days straight good. But it's a different. If you don't mentally prepare or got cardio, or you're in shape, you pass out.
The part that's hard about that crowd surfing, that's what it's called. The part that's really hard is when, you have a client that he tells the crowd to put him down in the middle of the crowd, and you got to get in close to him, and then the crowd is trying to get to him. Yeah. That's the hard part. And then he jumps back, and then when he gets brung back up to get served, bro, that shit was so damn hard, man. I remember I did that for 90 days straight, where I was broken up by the time that shit was done. I know. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, the Europe tour was amazing, bro. We got to see everything. France, Sweden.
It was cold as hell.
Yeah, it was cold, bro. It was cold. I think my favorite part on that side of the country is I love London. Yeah. The thing about London,
people nice.
That's what it is. It's more the people. I like the way the people are. Now, as far as the city, it's really gloomy over there. I'm from Florida, so I'm used to sunshine. I'm used to this beautiful weather all the time. So that's the only part. It was like really gloomy and rainy. I understand why most of those damn vampire movies be over there because of
Gargoyles.
Yeah. They're over there because it always has that setting of it has that castle-like setting, and it's gloomy and rainy all the damn time. But other than that.
It's a good experience.
We went to Dubai together.
Yeah,
we went in the sand. We went in the desert.
Yes,
and did the 4-wheelers.
That was the best thing that happened in my life.
I think that was a great experience. That was like one of my greatest experiences.
It was at nighttime.
It was at nighttime. We was all on 4-wheelers. No, not the 4-wheelers. We were on was it a 4-wheeler or ATV, whatever. It was the car thing.
Yeah,
the car was like an 8. Yeah, it was something out there.
It's like a 4-wheel, but
like a 4-wheeler type cars thing. But that was a great experience, man. Great experience, bro.
We were in Dubai together like 4 times.
Yeah, like 4 times.
And then the last one, you can make it happen.
I got out of there. I got out of that situation.
I remember that. I was mad with you because last minute in Vegas I can do it. What do you mean, bro? No. You be good. You be good.
Yeah. No, because I had some other motion going on. I was trying to get some other stuff in play because sometimes you're trying to make different plays and you don't have time, and then you start creating some type of business venture, and then you see it like progressing, and then you still tied to this one. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those situations.
Yeah, but it was a good experience.
It was a great experience. But yeah, that's as far as this industry, the perks that I feel like it is traveling the world. You get to see everything. That's something that they can never take from you. You start learning about all these different cultures that, some people may not ever experience in their life. Like all the places that we've been, bro, it's like only like a few places in this world that I haven't been. A few. Like I've been to places that I never thought I would even be. Like I'm like, why the hell what am I doing in Switzerland? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I've been to all those places. And that's something that I never thought I was going to experience before I got into this.
Got to a point you got to change your passport in almost a night.
Yeah, I spoke about that. Yeah, you got to keep changing your passport. You go through 3 passports within, what, 4 years?
Yeah.
Just running through them.
And then you gotta get the thick book now.
Yeah, I learned my lesson, to get the bigger one, so you don't have to go through so many of them shits, man. But passports will change your life. It's a very, very, very
always you have to get your passport point because you never know.
When
you get called.
Yeah, that's the thing. People got to learn. Like when you're with a client, especially when you're with a client that's very like he got a lot of motion going on. It doesn't matter. Like say that, I'm gonna go to Cali this week. You still bring your passport, bro, because that dude could just say, I'm going from Cali to, okay, now I'm going to go to
Tijuana.
Tijuana. Like, yo, we're going to go to Mexico real quick. You got your passport? Oh, shit.
It happened like that.
Oh, you got, we went and you got stuck in on the border. Like you had to sit there at the damn hotel.
Because he said, we go to LA 2 days, we right back. And then you say, Vic, where's your passport? 2 days. And then he decided to go to Tijuana. And
nowhere.
And I got to wait for you guys at that border.
Yeah, to wait at the border, dog. That's the part that fucking sucks, man.
And then I learned my lesson because then after that, we went back to LA and then he decided to go Canada. And you were like, Vic, you got your passport? Yes, sir. And I said, okay, because you go to Canada. I might say chop.
Yeah.
Because I got to go home.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You got this.
Yeah.
I you brought your coat? You go, no. Because Canada's cold, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. That day I remember.
No, but you got a raw-ass coat, though.
Yeah. You hooked me up because I was like, bro, I don't got no coat. Canada's like 40 degrees or less than that.
Yeah.
You were like, I got you. You I think so you know somebody who give you something to the client and you can bring me the big ass jacket and say, yo, this is a jacket. I look at you like, damn, you want me to go for sure.
Everything set up for you, dog. Everything set up for you, man. But, like Vic, man, at the end of the day, dog, I just want to say, bro, I'm proud of you, dog. I've seen a lot of growth. I've seen how far you've come. We've grown in this industry together where we're very respected in the game, and that's a great thing, bro. And then we still keep the brotherhood like we have, and that's one thing I think that's special within this community. There are always going to be people that's going to hate on you, or hate on us, or whatever the fact, because we continually growing, and some of them are stagnant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we keep our circle tight. The people that are proud of us that we're growing, and go forth from there. So a lot of people. I know there's a lot of guys. I don't want to say like on the outside, but there's a lot of guys that try to get close, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't let them get too close because I have my circle, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'll do some type of, maybe some outside work if you need to like venue security and stuff, but I got my core guys, you know what I'm saying? I got my circle of people, and that's why I tell people, don't spread yourself thin. Always have it to where you have some core guys and you have another extension of another company, which is yours from mine, that you can branch off to and you can trust his guys and because there's going to be times you're going to be running really big events or details that you're going to have to branch off, because I don't care what nobody says. Some people be like, yo, I got like 20 guards. Oh yeah, you can have 20 guards. You can have 30 guards. But you're only going to have 4 or 5 that are like solid. Like those are the ones like, yo, these are the ones that I can always trust. The other 15, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to rely on them, but you always have like 4 or 5 that you're going to always make sure they're good, that you're always going to feed. I run mine smaller than that. I put mine 3 because I try to make sure all my main 3 guys, I make sure they eat as much, and if it's more than what they can handle, then I'll start branching off. You know what I'm saying? But I always make sure my 3 guys are always getting what they deserve. And that's how you run it,
Because doing like that, you build like a family.
Yeah.
And loyalty. Because doing like that, trust me, I got 4 guards. I got 12 guards, but 4 guards like that. And the 4 guards I have, multiple times being like, yo, this guy want me this, do that. Can I work for him? Do it. But you know what's up. And they've been working because they got to make money.
Yeah.
But then be like, those guys calling me, yo, I love you guy. I tried to get this guy, but he said he needs to talk to you. Yo, yes, you want my guard for this client? I let you be. And I signed the NDA contract.
Oh yeah. That's something that I learned is those.
You have to.
Yeah, there's something that I learned, like those NDAs. Excuse me. When you have to have a client that's that's, I don't want to say that's your bread and butter, but it's a very important client to your core group of clients that you have. you have to do those NDAs, bro, because there's a lot of people that you never know what situation financially they may be in, where they willing to do anything, where they even just willing to cut the pay just for them to take them personally, you know what I'm saying, to knock you out of the box. Bro, it's always a live and learn situation, dog. So when you're in this, be prepared for that. Don't think that everybody that you encounter that wants to work for you, that's going to be good for you, dog, because a lot of them, 80 to 90% of them are going to have some type of agenda, you know, especially I always look at what their living situation is. I look and see how they're doing, like, you know what I'm saying? I look and see if they're like hurting for money and stuff like that. I'm trying to see and I try to see who else have they worked with. If I don't see, like, you know, when it gets to red flags, is if I don't see any type of connection of working for anybody else, or if I see they've worked for other guys, I go to the other guys and I ask about him. Oh yeah, he's solid, okay. Or I'm like, nah, bro, he tried to cut me before. Oh, okay, thank you for telling me. Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I do receive like quite a few resumes on my website for, you know, jobs and all that stuff like that. Now, guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. These guys, you guys putting these resumes and sending it to my website, I do evaluate them. I do have my operational specialist that does evaluate all of those, but doesn't mean I'm gonna hire you as being a executive protection, an EP agent. I'm not gonna put you as a bodyguard like that. I'm gonna put you in like a venue or doing like a resident just to see how you move first, and you're gonna be there for a while. You know, a lot of you guys, they want to go, I've been in the military, I've been doing this. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad, man. That's good. But this is still a different ball game. Yeah. It's still a different ball game, and they're not going to put you in that core group like that. You're going to have to work your way up just like everybody else.
That's what I'll do pretty much the same. What I do is, like, when they new for me, I move them around.
Yeah.
I made in touch, you know, events, venues, residential, EP, and I've been telling them, I give you them. You like this number, right? I say, yeah, okay, but you have to do everything. Till I see you good for everything, I can just put for this. Because I learned for being an EP, you have to get experience in a club, you have to experience for a crowd, you have to experience to be a leader, you have to know how to talk in a way, like, think for the client, because sometimes the client don't want to talk. You got to talk for him. So when you keep the guards around like that, they got humble because they know now, okay, maybe today I made 200, tomorrow I made 3, I made 5 to 6. But if you only spoil them 5, 6,
oh God,
they don't want to work no more.
Yeah.
For the venues.
Yeah,
and then you don't have guys for venues.
Yep. I've learned my lesson off that too as well, because you know it's like a trial and error when you have your company. You're just trying to figure it out. I've had that to where I try to be like this good guy to where I'll be like, yo, you know, here, take this, and then I'll be like, hey, I need you for this, bro. This is important.
Let me see if I can do it.
No, I can't do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then you call them the next day, hey, I got this. It's this. You know what I'm saying? It's making this much. No, I got it. I can do it. Oh, okay. Now I see how the game is played. So now I put my guys to a whole trial.
You have to move them around.
Put my guys to a whole trial, and you know what I'm saying? Even my guy that I hired as my operational specialist, he had to go through a trial. He started out as at a residence that we had, you know what I'm saying? And just to see how he was moving and see how his mindset and see how his personality would adapt to that. And then I would convert him over to the EP world. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's your company, it's your name, it's your face. So you don't want somebody, maybe they don't mean to, mess it up, everything you build, So you got to make sure they learn to do everything, move like you. Because at the end of the day, you want anybody who work for you be like, oh, who you work with? Oh, I work for Fame, you know? You know that guy will move just like you. Even my guy is so far, because you met my guy so far, people be like, yo, who's that guy? They move just like you, bro. The guy, because I train with them. Also like I try to learn to be more family with them. Because before I wasn't like that. I'm very like to be alone. Isolate. I don't trust people. I only got a small circle. I got like a couple, 2, 3 friends. I learned to once a week, shooting range. Once a week, we go to train with them. Yeah. Go eat after workout, so they can feel like he's my boss, but he's my mentor.
Yeah, you have to build a bond, bro. You can't, like, this is for your core guys, though. you have to build a bond to where you have to make them realize that, you know, they're special. You know what I'm saying? They're special in your group.
Yeah, you're different than everybody
That you're
else.
different from everybody else, and you know what I'm saying, that you're privileged to be in that situation.
Thanks.
And also we appreciate you being being like loyal to us.
Yeah.
You know, that's a fucking main thing at all. That's the main thing,
For
bro.
example, today my guy, you know, my operation specialist, my guard, he lived with me for 40 days. He's going to get a personal training for Blackwater for 40 days, you know. He got paid off for the VA, military pay, everything. So today I have to take him out, you know. And even my girl was like, you take him out like that, nice restaurant with him? What's going on, yo? This guy been good to me. You know, he's leaving for a month, so I gotta show him some kind of love.
Oh, yeah,
Like, you know, let me take you
appreciation.
to a nice restaurant. You know, thank you for being so loyal to me. Because at the end of the day, he coming from the boot camp for the training, it's gonna open a different world for me.
Oh, bro, he's gonna, bro.
Because now, check this out. He getting up from there, I'm allowed to get like government contracts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be able to get in that little
And
core
a
group,
different level.
and then he can start speaking your company and stuff. And now you can start doing bids for those contracts that I can't have no access to, or anybody else that is not in that type of lane to be able to step through that door. So that's a great thing, bro.
Yeah, so now, also, the fact that thing was gonna be in West Coast, doing that, he will get allowed to get a license to be a guard EP in LA or West Coast area. So that thing, I want to open a company, he want to put him a supervisor in LA. So that means he want to be east side, west side connected. So me doing that investment, you know? So now it's going to be open my company bigger than that. So that's what I feel like I got to take this kid out, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I got to show him appreciation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because we help me to get my business in a different level, you know?
No, of course. We're talking about what's his name, right? Yeah. I can feel it because that guy I see, that guy, he has a great, I can sense a good energy from him. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I did notice about him. He has a great energy, and I always like that dude. I'm like, bro, that's a good dude. You got a good dude that he listens. He's very structured very well. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Vic, it's been a pleasure, my brother. I appreciate you. This was a good podcast, man. I appreciate you coming back. I did want to do a one-on-one with you. I know we did the first episode where it was the four of us, all including me. But, you know, due to the fact that we have like a strong history and we've watched each other grow from 15 plus years, you know, and how we were tussling with people in these hood clubs to being in these high-end situations, bro, it's just a blessing, bro. So, brother, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? It's always love, bro.